Alright, today I'm going to talk about some injector dynamics, ID 1000s. These are side feed injectors for, this is actually the side feed injector kit for the 04 to 07 STI. What it does is it replaces the absolutely terrible stock side feed injectors. They're the little yellow top ones. They have their own special fuel rail that they have to sit in. There aren't a whole lot of options, and once you get into the bigger ones, they really won't idle right. They're all what I would just call modded injectors. Basically, people send in a cord and somebody cuts the tip off of them and basically welds a new tip onto it so that they will spray a lot more fuel. And a lot of times after they do that, the spray pattern is less of like the factory pattern and more like a fire hose, which really isn't good for high performance motors. I mean, it'll work, it'll get the job done. This is a much better setup. You get your fuel rail, and this actually gets rid of the whole stock fuel rail system and side feed injectors. It's a really nice kit, because otherwise, before they came out with this, you had to get to convert to a top feed injector like this one. You had to upgrade your whole. You had to get a different set of TGVs or a different intake manifold, new fuel rails, everything. And this kit, you're ready to go. You can put them right into your stock TGVs and crank up your boost. Why would you want to upgrade your fuel injectors? Well, because when you start running a little more boost, and even just to stage 2, you really start maxing out your injectors. That's why they really taper your boost off a whole lot at the top, because you start running out of injector, you don't want to just max them out. It's not a good thing. Once you start running lean, running out of fuel injector, that's when you start cracking ring lands on your pistons, start knocking, getting a lot of heat build up. So that's why you'd want to upgrade. I believe they offer this in a little smaller than a 1000. If that's what you're looking for, just a little bit larger injector than stock. These are supposed to idle fine and really work really well on just about anything. Another thing that comes in this kit, you get 2 options for your connector. Your factory connector will not plug into this. It is different. So you get either these little plug and play adapters, and what they do is the fuel injector plugs right into this, and then you got a little tail here that plugs into the factory wiring harness. This is great if you are ever going to consider trading your car in or selling it. You're not going to have to hack up your wiring harness. You just unplug them, put the factory stuff back on. The other option is these, and what these are is the actual connector that plugs on to your fuel injector, your new ID 1000s, and you cut your factory harness off and splice these in and just poke them right into the back there, and they clip in, and it looks like it came from the factory that way. That's one of the cool things about doing it this way. This is my preferred method, is putting the actual new connector on that matches your fuel injector. Looks like it's supposed to be there. Get some cool stickers in there too. What I did is I went ahead and put this setup on an old dirty set of TGVs for you, so you kind of see how it works. Got your fuel rail, and You can see your injectors actually just go right down in where the side feeds originally went, or where the side feeds originally went, and they just sit down in there just real nice, real clean. Get rid of those ugly side feeds and factory fuel rails that just kind of jam everything up and get in the way. They go together really easy. When you open your pack up, fuel injector looks like this. It's all sealed in plastic. Just take your little cap off. These pop right into the fuel rail, and then these bolts slide right through the top. And then this is your adapter that allows you to run your top feed. It sits on there and bolts it down, gets everything in real nice and tight, and you have upgraded to some really awesome injectors once you get that done. Another cool fact about IDs, if you go to their website, they have all the specs on them for tuning purposes, so you have a really great base to start with. They don't have the actual Cobb or ROM Raider specs, but they give you, it's really close, gives you an idea of how to tune them, and then you can really dial them in from there. Cobb also has some specs for them on their site to help you out with tuning them on a Cobb access port. And that's the Injector Dynamics ID 1000 side feed to top feed kit for 04 to 07 STI. If you got any questions, I'm Donnie at rocksteadytuning.com. Feel free to send me an email. We can get you tuned up and take care of any of your parts needs. Thanks, guys.